Rain pattered against the window pane of Emily Harper's office, each drop punctuating the uneasy silence. The small desk lamp casts a pool of golden light over scattered case files and a steaming cup of untouched coffee. Emily looked up as the office door creaked open, revealing a pale, wide-eyed woman clutching something wrapped in a silk handkerchief. "Miss Harper?" the woman asked hesitantly, her voice trembling. Emily gestured toward the chair opposite her. "Yes, please come in where it's warmer." The woman smiled, pulling the door close behind her. She shakily lowered herself into the chair as if her legs might give out. She then set the handkerchief-wrapped bundle on the desk, her hands lingering over it. "My name is Clara Belmont," she began, her voice cracking. "A friend told me about you, and how you help people with peculiar problems. I need your help. It's about this." Clara unwrapped the bundle, revealing a crystal vial. It glimmered faintly in the dim light, its surface etched with intricate swirling patterns. Emily raised an eyebrow, leaning forward. "An heirloom?" Clara nodded. "It's been in my family for generations. My mother used to say it was cursed, but I didn't really believe her. Not until..." She hesitated, tears welling up. "Not until it started killing us." Emily's brow furrowed. "Killing you? How?" "My parents died in their sleep. My brother drowned in a shallow pond. It doesn't make sense, but they all had one thing in common. They'd touched this vial shortly before they died." Emily's hand froze just above the vial. The intricate design felt strangely familiar. A memory surfaced, a sketch in her father's journal, almost identical to the object before her. "Where did this come from?" Emily asked sharply. Clara blinked, startled by the sudden change in her tone. I don't know. It's been in our family since the 19th century. "Why?" Emily leaned back, her mind racing. "Because I think my parents were looking for this." "Your parents? Why would they be looking for this?" Emily's eyes turned hard. "That's what I intend to find out. Are you willing to leave this with me?" she asked. Clara sighed, relief flooding her features. "As far as I'm concerned, you can keep it, detective. As far away from me as possible." The next couple of days found Emily researching about the origins of the vial. There wasn't much to go on with, especially since she only had her memories to rely on. Eventually, she was able to create a rough history of the vial. The trail led her to an imposing brick building at the heart of the city. Officially, it was a scientific laboratory renowned for its chemical innovations, but Emily knew better. This was the headquarters of the Brotherhood of the Obsidian Ouroboros, a secretive alchemical society her parents had mentioned in their notes. Disguised as a journalist, Emily entered the facility under the pretense of writing a feature on cutting-edge chemistry. A man who introduced himself as Dr. Elias Wren, a tall, silver-haired man with piercing blue eyes and a smile that didn't quite reach them, greeted her. He was the society's leader. "We take great pride in blending ancient techniques with modern science," Wren said as he guided her through the lab. "Alchemy laid the groundwork for chemistry, after all." Emily nodded, feigning interest as her eyes scanned the room. Beakers and flasks bubbled over open flames, and shelves were lined with peculiar items. A human skull here, an ancient tome there. Her gaze lingered on an ornate cabinet adorned with alchemical symbols. "What's this?" she asked, pointing. Wren's smile tightened. "Just an antique, a reminder of how far we've come." Emily's instincts told her otherwise. She seized the opportunity to examine an open ledger left on a nearby desk while Wren's back was turned. Her breath caught when she saw her parents' names written alongside coordinates and a date that matched their last known expedition. Before she could slip the page into her pocket, Wren's voice cut through the air like a blade. "Miss Harper," he said softly, "curiosity is a double-edged sword. I suggest you tread carefully." Emily smiled and backed away as she followed Dr. Wren down the hallway. She would have liked to have the page with her, but she already got what she needed. She'd already memorized the coordinates, thanks to her photographic memory. As soon as she exited the building, she got in her car and took out the map in her glove compartment, searching for the coordinates she saw. The coordinates led her to an abandoned manor on the city's outskirts. Inside, the air was thick with dust and the faint scent of decay. She followed faded symbols carved into the walls, eventually reaching a hidden chamber deep beneath the building. A black Ouroboros etched into the stone floor, creating a perfect circle, dominated the room. Inside it were various alchemical symbols Emily didn't recognize. Candles flickered weakly, casting eerie shadows. A pedestal made of black marble stood in the center of the circle. Instinctively, Emily knew what she had to do. She walked to the pedestal and carefully placed the vial on it. As her gloved fingers left the crystal, a sudden surge of energy coursed through the etchings on the floor. The vial began to glow, and whispers filled the air, soft at first, then louder until they became deafening. Emily froze as two figures emerged from the light, a man and a woman, translucent but unmistakable. "Emily," her father's voice echoed, filled with urgency. "You mustn't trust them. The vial is a trap. Destroy it before the vision shattered, the light extinguished, and Emily fell to her knees, gasping for air. Just then, footsteps echoed in the corridor outside. Emily scrambled to her feet as Dr. Wren and his followers entered the chamber, their faces shadowed by candlelight. "Well done, Miss Harper," Wren said, his voice dripping with false praise. "You've brought us exactly what we needed." Emily glared at him, her revolver drawn. "Stay back or I'll destroy it." Wren chuckled, stepping closer. "And deny yourself the truth? I knew who you were as soon as I laid eyes on you. Your parents didn't vanish, they transcended. The vial is the key to bridging worlds, to achieving immortality. Don't you want to see them again?" Emily's grip tightened on the gun. "Of course, I do. But not at the cost of more lives." Wren raised his hands in mock surrender and said, "Think carefully, Miss Harper. Destroy it, and you lose them forever." Emily hesitated. The memory of her parents' faces, their voices calling to her, tugged at her resolve. This was her chance to find out what really happened to them. She was torn between fulfilling her mission and seeing her parents again. But the thought of Clara and the lives already lost because of the vial was stronger. "No, I cannot let you get your hands on this," Emily said, grabbing the vial from the pedestal as she slowly stepped out of the circle. Wren and his men made a mad dash for her, but Emily was quicker. She leapt out of the way just as Wren and his men stepped inside the etched circle on the floor. With a cry, she hurled the vial into the circle. It shattered, releasing a blinding light that engulfed the room. Emily, eyes closed, miraculously made it out the door, and ran down the corridor, Wren's screams echoing as the light consumed him and his followers. Days later, Emily sat in her office, staring at the shard of the vial she had kept. It glimmered faintly, whispering her name. When she heard a faint knock on her door, she slipped it inside her drawer and said, "Come in, it's open." Clara entered, her face filled with relief. "It's over, isn't it? The vial is gone?" Emily nodded. "It's gone. Whatever curse it carried, it won't harm anyone else." Clara clasped her hands together. "Thank you, Miss Harper. You've saved my life." After Clara left, Emily pulled her drawer open and picked up the shard, its faint glow reflecting in her eyes. "Not quite over, not for me," she murmured. "I promise, Dad, I'll find you and Mom, no matter what."